Wassup Bouquets? How are we blooming today? It's your girl Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of Uniqueness, and I am back with another How the Lotus Bloom. And I just put emphasis on that uniqueness because I want to talk about not boxing yourself in. Um, and what I mean by boxing yourself in. So I feel like now some of this is opinionated. It's not might not be all facts, you feel me? So this video might not be for everybody, but whatever resonates takes, whatever don't, let it go. You feel me? So I want to talk about I want to tell y'all why my name is Uniqueness. I feel like I've already told y'all why my name is Uniqueness. Maybe I didn't tell y'all why my name is Uniqueness. Did I explain my name to y'all? Have I ever really introduced myself? So my name is Enchantress. A lot of y'all, if you look at my earlier videos, I was just Enchantress. And then I went through the spiritual process and I came out as Enchantress, the Gypsy Lotus of Uniqueness. And the THEE, thanks, not the thanks. Because I'm the one-on-one. Thank you. Uniqueness for a reason. Okay, so why uniqueness? Why Gypsy Lotus? Okay, so Gypsy, I went to a so Enchantress, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Honestly, my name is Elise. Enchantress starts with an E. That was originally why that was like the first thing, right? And then as I was using the name more, I just decided like, let me actually like see what the name is about. Like, I'm just saying it, and then like, because I also know how like in this day and age how the word witch or how certain words how people how certain words people view as certain things, and it's just I ain't on that, okay. I ain't doing no black magic, all right. So um so it was just like a thing to, yes, I am powerful, yes, I do certain things, but I am not, negative, even though Enchantress is a villain in some, I think in a comic book or something, but I'm not a villain, okay. Okay, so I'm full of so much love. So the Gypsy Lotus came from I was at this spiritual shop, one of my favorite spiritual shops actually, and she was tapping in and just like kind of helping me and my friend, excuse me, sister. I'm not, I mean, I don't know nobody's title in my life. My sister, and I just remember we were talking. She was like, "You need to you carry a lot of gypsy energy. You need to like look into gypsy and like tap into that." And I was like, okay. And then when the process came, um, we had to give ourselves a name, and of course, when we started, I was like Enchantress. But then something at one point was like, that don't feel complete. Actually, no, I think I wasn't even Enchantress. I don't think. I don't even think I put Enchantress in my first name when I was in that process. I think it was just the goddess of Yin and Yang. Or was it Enchantress, the goddess of Yin and Yang? No, I think I was just the goddess of Yin and Yang. But no, I've been Enchantress since I started my business, so I don't know how I wouldn't have put Enchantress in that moment. But yeah, originally my name was the goddess of Yin and Yang. And the reason being is because I think I've said in other videos, I am very balanced in my light and my dark. Um, and it's easy to tell when I'm not. You tell when I'm not. But and I'm masculine and feminine. I am very like yin. It is a thing. But even when I was like calling myself that name, I was like, it don't feel right. Like something just don't feel right. So it took some time. I wasn't calling myself nothing. I was just I wasn't calling myself nothing. And which gratefully they allowed me to have that, because I with me it was I really grew up with a lot of nicknames, um and in a way a lot of my nicknames do carry different energies, and um so I was like, well, I'm always so quick to try to change my name and so quick to not be myself. Like, it's always give yourself a name. And I'm like, no, let me be me for a while. Let me actually enjoy being Elise. You feel me? So for a minute, I wasn't calling myself nothing. And one day, it just, I remember I kept looking at, we were doing like a workbook and stuff, and I kept looking at the lotus, just kept looking at it. And mind you, I really wasn't a flower girl like that. Um, but something about the lotus just kept getting my eye, right? So then I'm like, Then I would like look at other lotuses, and then like, I don't know. And then my spirit animal was a butterfly. So a lot of like, if you like get on Google and like just look up a picture of a lotus, you see butterflies mostly on them, right? So I was just like, because they already gave my spiritual animal was a butterfly. So it was like, interesting. So, and so the way, lotuses, and then like it's like all the petals and it like really blooms. I bloom. I bloom, okay? Um, so that's where lotus came from. So of uniqueness, and why I'm saying we're gonna talk about not boxing ourselves in, or that's what I want to talk about, the uniqueness and not boxing yourself in. Um, I've never I've always had multiple interests. If you talk to my mother and ask her what I used to say walking around the house as a kid or what I was saying most of my life, I literally came out the womb being here saying I'm gonna be a triple threat, right? Um, and as life went on, I mean, I still was doing a lot of things. And I am very grateful. I was a very busy kid. Okay, I did a lot of things. I cheered. I played basketball. I did anything I wanted to do, gratefully, right? Um, if I wanted to do it, my mom put me in it, right? And for whatever reason, me talking about I want to be a triple threat, but I never wanted to take him serious. No, I didn't. And then sometimes even with me dancing, I might have to really get into the love hate relationship I have with dance, because child, that is the whole storyline in its own, for real, for real. I promise it is. I've had a love hate relationship with dance. Mind you, I have a performance tonight for dancing. It's really up in there. Like sometimes I be like, oh, I can't stand it. Sometimes I be like, I need it. But so yeah. So and oddly enough, one of my nicknames in high school actually was Unique, right? And originally it was Unique because I have this birthmark under my eye, who looking this good. I mean, like, you can't, come on, come on. That face card never declining. Okay, okay, sorry. But yeah, so that was that reason. But I've just never, and I've realized also, like in my life, a lot of the issues I probably had were, a lot of the times I would end up having issues with friends or falling out with friends. Honestly, it would be like when I was trying to be more like them, like a more, not more like them, but like be more into the stuff they into, or more into like, okay, you like that? Okay, let me see, right? Like I was, y'all, I was forced to like hip hop, not forced to like hip hop, but I got tired of getting called white girl, and I just sat down and started downloading stuff. Like, y'all ain't gonna keep calling me white girl. I'm gonna go learn all these songs. Y'all got me messed up. But yeah, but I'm saying that to say a lot of my problems come when I'm not being my authentic self. And that shit dead as fuck. But been dead, honestly. But my authenticity, me being me, it's like you growing up, I felt weird for being different, even if I didn't realize how different I was. I just knew I didn't blend in. Like I hated, and it also, okay, y'all. Literally, as growing up, I used to always, not always. Well, no, kind of like I can't go. I couldn't go nowhere without somebody comparing me to somebody. Like even as a kid, like when the Q and the B first came out, bro, literally, you look like Kiki Palmer. You look like Kiki Palmer. And it's actually weird, and and maybe do need to get into the colorist thing, because why every time a new cute brown skinned girl get on the scene, I'm automatically getting compared to them. Like Coco Jones came out, oh, you look like Coco Jones. Um, Tinka Sumter, you look like her. You, like thank you, because thank you, they not ugly, but can y'all stop saying I look like people? Like, can I just look like my goddamn self? I look like Elise. the fuck? Like, stop comparing me to other people. So I think the constant comparison to other people, like, really was just like, yeah, you can't compare me, bro. I'm not, I'm not them. Like, stop trying to compare me. I don't fit into a box. Y'all, everybody be trying to put me into a fucking box. It don't work. You can't box me in. You can't put me as one person or one identity or characteristic for real, for real. Why are all my dogs? Yeah. So when I was going through the process I was going through and um, really having to figure out my name again, I remembered the unique nickname. And then it was just like I was sitting with that and just going deeper than that because it's like, no, you are actually unique. And then, like, a lot of people would tell me, or would, like, a lot of people in the spiritual community were starting to come to me more so like, you being your authentic self is just so, like, that is my superpower. I'm not like people, because even when I was in the process, they didn't like how I talked in certain things. They didn't like it's still there's certain I cuss a lot. I grew up in Atlanta. I guess I developed an accent. I don't think I have an accent. I thought I only had an accent if I was mad, but apparently, um, what else? Like I'm just not even that. Like, I don't give y'all a spiritual girl aesthetic. Like, I think there's like a spiritual aesthetic, and I'm not that. Do I wear hair wraps? Yes. Do I wear my bracelets? Yes. Do I own crystals? Yes. Do I am I very natural in things? Yes. Like, I literally have my own. That's why we have my skincare products now. Like, yes, I do spiritual things, but you would never be able to walk up to me and just be like, "Oh, she's spiritual," you know? Unless I'm really, now granted, certain events and things, yes, I look like that because I it is full blown attire, but that's like ceremonies and things. I'm like that. Honestly, honestly, the only time I really truly might give a full blown spiritual girl aesthetic, and I'm really putting air quotes because honestly, the whole aesthetic thing just need to die. But um, just because the only time you might see me in that aesthetic of what a spiritual girl look like is probably me coming or going to a ceremony or a spiritual event. Okay. I do wear in my job, I wear a hair wrap every day because I work with kids. And that's a lot of energy. You absorb a lot of energy through your crown. Okay. That's why head wraps are a thing in the spiritual community. Okay. So that's why, like, but even then, I got a hair wrap and ones on. Like, come on now. Like, I'm not just really full blown spiritual aesthetic. So yeah, people trying to keep me in a box like, oh, at least you're just, no, I'm not just. Oh, at least you're just, no, I'm not just that. I'm her, him, her. You feel me? Like, I'm that girl all around, but I'm I'm in different shit for real, for real. Like, even with my gifts and my abilities, I do so many things. I have so many gifts. I'm not even going to I have multiple careers I'm gonna go down. I have multiple purposes for my life. Um, so you just can't box me in. Like, right now, yes, you see me teaching. In 15 years, you might see me flipping houses and owning property on property on property. It is what it is. You feel me? You can't. Oh, she's just a dancer. I can act. Or yeah, I'm never just that one thing. Okay. So you can't put me in a box of, oh, she's just spiritual. And I feel like nobody should be putting themselves in a box. Don't restrict yourself from anything. Because honestly, that's how, and I'm not saying it's wrong or that, that's still not fulfilling a purpose. I'm not saying that because some people's purpose might be to really be in these careers for 50 years. Like, maybe that is your one thing and you strive. You feel me? But that ain't my story. Okay, that's why we all have different stories. We're all different people anyway. If we were all meant to be the same, there would be one person on earth. You feel me? That's not how it's supposed to go. We all are different for different reasons. So don't try to restrict yourself based on you're allowed to change your mind. Okay? Don't restrict yourself just because um that is your comfort, that is your norm, or because you are good at that one thing, you could be good at multiple things. Even if you're not naturally good at other things, you could learn to be good at other things. That's why always being a student is important, or always being teachable is important. Um, so it's I feel like yes, uniqueness is my superpower, but it's everybody. Being your true authentic self, being your natural self, being who you are as you is your superpower. Don't be the person just because your mama said, oh, your mama told you was gonna be a lawyer and then she only paying for law school and da 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 da. But you wanna go to cosmetology school. If she ain't gonna pay for it and it ain't her money, you go hustle till you can pay for cosmetology school yourself and go do what you gotta do and watch how that become more fulfilling and you happy anyway. Don't live nobody else's dream, live out your dreams. You feel me? And that's what I mean by boxing yourself in. Don't put yourself on restriction just because of comfort. Don't put yourself on restriction just because of social norms. Don't put yourself on restriction just because uh family respect. Don't put yourself on restriction just because for nothing. Don't put yourself on restriction for nothing and nobody. Keep yourself. I always say keep yourself first, love yourself first, but keep yourself and who you are and your authentic power. That's the power. I say uniqueness, authenticity is the power. Authentic. Being your authentic self is everybody's superpower. Show up as you 100% of the time and watch how doors open, whatever doors you want to open. When you over there trying to restrict yourself and when you restrict yourself, you're not being yourself. When you put yourself in a box, you're not helping yourself. You're asking for more trouble and turmoil to be in your life because you're not doing what Most High is trying to tell you to do. When you put yourself in a box, and then when you put yourself in a box, sometimes it's like you're trying to control what happens in your life. Because again, some of y'all are in the box because you're comfortable in that box. Get uncomfortable. And sometimes the uncomfortable is comfortable. I'm finding comfort in I'm finding comfort in the uncomfortable. Rather than speak for real. But yeah, like just don't we don't have to we not in now granted that man up there doing whatever the fuck bullshit he doing. But we not in 1950s, 40s where women can't do certain things. We could all go to college. We can all do whatever we wanted to do. We are living in set yourself free. Okay. We're not in slavery anymore. Okay. Um, I don't know how far my things go because I know there's some shit going on in some countries, but okay. Um, yeah, so like you're never gonna see me in one box. Cause I'm even gonna make a video about I'm not your average reader, boo. I am not your average. Booking with me is not your average session, okay? Um, but yeah. And my products aren't your your my products aren't your average products. My products are very powerful, but they are still skin friendly. Don't y'all see all this good skin? Y'all see that glowing chest? That's that butter. Okay, y'all see that butter oil. Okay, okay. But I'll make a video with the products. But yeah, like don't be free. Set yourself free. Don't put yourself in no boxes. For real, for real. It's no fun being in a box. Everybody right. If you putting yourself in a box, find a moving box or find a bin or something. Try to put yourself in that bin. Everybody not as small as me. Talking about put yourself in that bin. But honestly, regardless, even just thinking about what I'm saying, visualize it right now. Okay, boom. So visualize yourself in a box. You feel how restricted you feel. You can't move left, can't move right, can't go. You can't move. You feel that? Why would you want to be in a box? What are boxes used for? Why would you want to be in a box? Just for real though. Like why? Why would you want to be like everybody else? And then that's another thing. It's like you start feeling like that's the thing with everybody is meant to do something. Like, yes, there are 50 million hairdressers in the world. Yes, there are 50. I even made there's I y'all. It's bad because I did stop, but this is not my spray, right? But even when I first started making my products, even knowing that I have people around me who sell sprays, I still went and made sprays because that's what my spirit guide told us to do. And even then, this spray and my spray carry two different energies. They're both powerful. They're both whatever, but not whatever, but they both do what they're gonna do. But who said just because you know somebody that does the same thing, you can't do it too? And if you got a person in your life that if you did do something like that, and they feel like you following them, I'm not making faces. That's something that's unhealed in them because even if you're doing the same thing somebody else is doing it, they're not doing it like you. You feel me? You have your clientele for a reason. People have their clientele for a reason. Again, I made sprays too. I don't sell my sprays no more though. I might later down the line circle back on the sprays, but y'all, my products are all like that's another thing. It's a room spray. Mine was a face spray. Like mine was a face spray and a room spray, but it's my products are all skincare first and spiritual tools. They're two in one. I've seen other people years ago when I even started my spiritual journey. I've seen other people who had spiritual skincare. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's 50 million TikTok readers. Sorry to call you TikTok readers, but it's okay. And everybody don't reach the same people. You feel me? There's 50 million spiritual YouTubers. We all don't reach the same people, and even if we do, okay. And even then, you can watch my video. You can watch Tyler Tarot, Mind Body Bronx. You could watch all them, and we all give something different. I was even before I even came out here. I think I was watching somebody else's reading. Like, okay, cool. But I know me reading and her reading is two different things. It's okay. Don't put yourself in a box just because somebody else is already doing it. Maybe you might not be the first to do it, but you won't be, and you won't even be the last to do something. But it's okay. Just make sure whatever you decide to do, you keep your authentic self in it. Because then that's what shows the difference in the things. That's when it don't feel like you copying somebody. Because some of y'all, let's be honest, let's be real. Some of y'all do. And that's a whole different conversation for another day. Some of y'all is trying to destiny switch and identity crisis and really trying to lean on other people and take people do everything everybody else doing just cause. And that's why even my whole shit, please don't think you gotta depend on me. I hope none of y'all is trying to steal my life and act like me, because honey, I go through the shit too. So don't think shit is fucking sweet over here all the time. It's not. And I have had that. That's why I'm even saying that. I have had people who are jealous and envious. So if you're jealous and envious, stop. I mean, I know it might not be easy to stop, but love yourself, honestly. Because if you're jealous and envious, that means you don't love yourself. Because you wouldn't be able to look at anybody and be jealous and envious if you actually loved yourself. But that's another conversation for another day. Am I gonna record that right now? No, I'm getting a little tired. So, and I'm cold. But yeah, that box, just think about it. Just think about every time you feel yourself about to put yourself in a box or feel yourself like, oh, I'm scared to do something, put yourself in a box or put your stuff under the blankets, restrict yourself somehow, right? And when you feel that restriction and you feel like, oh, I can't do it, you don't want to be there, right? So boom, let me break myself free. Break yourself free every single time. Okay. Okay. So thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me today. If you know anybody who is sitting on many talents and needs to get up and start doing something, if you know somebody who put themselves in a box and they really truly unhappy, but they have a plan for something they want to do but not doing it, show them this video, send them this video, share this video. And yeah, if you want to book a one-on-one session with me, all that is in my link tree on my website. If you want to purchase a product, link tree website. Yeah, remember, it gets messy. Healing gets messy before it gets magical. But there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Never allow your crown to tilt. And I love you. And I hope you love you. Peace.